back again. I did not think that I was going to record this video. What do you want? What? I'm busy right now. I didn't think that I was gonna, well, I'm not gonna say I didn't think that I was gonna be back. I just was like, this is gonna be a task for me to try to make sure that I come in here and record and try to upload something. I'm going to try to do a video every week, probably about a variety of things. A lot of people that know me and follow me on Instagram or Facebook or know me personally, they know that I'm like constantly into something, doing something, and that's kind of the reason why I don't do like a lot of YouTube videos, or like I felt like the pressure. But we're going to get into that, okay? We're going to get into that. All right, now without further ado, I'll show you guys. So in my last video, my hair was up in a wrap, and it was, I mean, it looked decent. I just wanted to wear my wrap, but I am locking. I made these little crystals here. I'll take this out. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Oops. Whoa. But yeah, hopefully you'll be able to see it. I made that little crystal. It's a fluorite crystal. I just took a little bobby pin, got me some little copper wire, twisted that thing up, and I made me a little hairpin. And then over here, I have some amethyst hanging. Let me see. I'll get close. I don't normally do this stuff, but yeah. See, got a little amethyst hanging right there. So, and necklace. Let's get into necklace, because I know people watching. But yeah, this is green and venturine. Let's get back to what I plan on doing. I will maybe sniffle. I'm trying to be conscious of it. My allergies are rampant right now, and I'm a non-compliant patient. So no, I'm not taking my medicine. I've thought about it. I will take Benadryl when it gets bad, but I'm just going to suffer right now, you know, as a lot of my other patients do, because they non-compliant. That's why I tell them, I know how I feel to be non-compliant. You don't want to take that medication, I'm not going to force you to, because I don't like taking mine. But anyways, no, take your medication. Listen to your provider. Take your medication. And if you don't like taking it, don't just say, yeah, thank you, I'm going to take it. No, let your PCM provider, whoever it is that you're seeing for any medical reasons, know, like, no, I'm not going to take this medicine, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to take this medicine. That way they can work with you, because it might be other ways that they might be able to help. All right? Down, squish to the side. We're finna get into this. All right. So this video, I really wanted to like come and explain why I kind of abandoned doing videos before, and like some of the things that I was like feeling inside. Everybody that really knows me know that I'm kind of like a private person, and I don't really put a lot of stuff out there. So this is just me being real transparent about a lot of things. I have a huge fear of failure. I have a fear of success, because on both sides of the coin, you don't know what is going to be. Like, some people become successful, but that success is no longer enjoyed because of the burden of maintaining that success. So for me, that's a fear of becoming successful at no matter whatever it is, whether it's my regular job as a physician assistant, whether it's you know, me and my hair and skin stuff, whether it's fitness stuff. So all in all, no matter what, I always had like a fear of like, okay, if I became successful, then the things that I kind of love to do on a small scale might become pressure and not enjoyable anymore. So whatever I do, I want to enjoy what I do. Now on the flip side, I had a fear of failure. So it's like, okay, you're scared of being successful. So what about what happens when you fail? And then you have all these people, because just let's be honest, like there's people that follow you, that are in your life, that watch you, that talk to you, that smile in your face and everything. And they really only there to see what you doing and to watch you fail, so that they can kind of like say, oh girl, like, oh, it's okay. You know, I really love that so-and-so and so-and-so. Doors behind your back, they smiling, they happy that your grind failed, because they wasn't really ever there to support you anyway. So it's real hard to figure out who do you really have in your corner, who are your star players. So that was another fear. If y'all hear my kids in the background, please excuse that. They just got some rollerblades. They out there tearing up stuff, falling, ripping things off the wall. After this, I'm gonna have to go and rearrange some stuff, but it's all good in it. So yeah, those were the two big reasons why I was like, man, I don't even know if I want to go here. So when you're like that, you're like stuck in the middle. So you're not going to progress and you're not going to regress. You'll just stay where you're at. But I will say that if you don't recognize that and understand that, you're going to find yourself behind. You're going to watch everybody else that's moving in motion and their dreams and things are happening because they're grinding and putting into it. You're going to wake up one day in the same place because you've been afraid to go either way, and then you're not going to flourish. You're going to watch them go and be successful. Okay. Another thing is like my videos before were really like about fitness, and I mean life is more than just like getting up and going in the gym. I just posted this in one of my Facebook groups that I admin for, and I was just pretty much saying, like, you know, in the competition world, that stage body is not an ideal everyday body. And so it's up to you. What some personal trainers don't tell you, and some people that's prepping you for a show don't tell you, is after the show and you walk off stage, like, what happens? What do you do? Like, you still eat cardboard, or can you go back to regular life? And if you go back to regular life, you're going to gain the same weight that you had before regular life. So I always work with my clients, and I tell them, like, you need to reverse diet and get to a stable macro count that you can manage every day, that you feel comfortable with, that you have energy with, that you're at a weight that you're comfortable at. And I tell people, you know, don't worry about body image. There's somebody out there for everybody. A lot of people are getting surgeries. They're getting booty implants, breast implants, like 360 liposuction, getting the fat put in their butt, getting the fat put in their armpits. I mean, everywhere. I done seen somebody that done grew hair from their armpit and dyed it pink. There's so much stuff going on out there. So, like, take a break, pull back, look at you and figure out who you are, like I said in my last video, and then what make you happy, and then be who you are and what makes you happy, and then what you really need and what you really want will gravitate towards you. Next thing was kind of getting into why I decided to change my hair and skin care line. And I really didn't change it. I'm doing what I feel I'm called to do. As far as like me, I'm doing what my ancestors told me to get my beep beep up and do. Okay. So some of the things that I'm adding in is I'm adding in use of roots, herbs, crystals, intention, manifestations inside of my skincare and hair care things. I'm also getting into formulating, like actually. Excuse me, I just had to do a little fussing. My son was just doing some howling. I don't know what, I think he think he a wolf, something, you know, maybe he wanted to get in on the video. He felt left out. But anyways, you know, I had to just go straight mom mode on him, do a little yelling. But so I'm pretty much changing it to where I'm adding in like foaming hand soaps, shampoo, conditioner, different types of things. And I'm formulating things because, you know, anybody, if you really had a desire and time, can go in the kitchen and throw some shit together. I don't know if I can say shit on here, but I said shit. And excuse me if shit offends anybody, but I do curse. I'm, you know, in the military, I've worked around men a lot. Cops, it shit happens. Anyways, but yeah, so anybody can go in the kitchen and mix some shit up and put a label on it and sell it. But at the end of the day, like when you are a consumer and a buyer, and you're buying somebody's products that they made at their house, or that they, you know, they put together, period, anywhere, like if they say they did it in a lab or something, or they got some warehouse, whatever, like, can you be for certain that that person has items in their product that are, one, going to reduce bacteria, two, going to reduce fungus growth, and not have the product go rancid on you fast? Because sometimes things can go bad and you don't necessarily smell it, you don't necessarily see it, and you're putting this stuff in your hair and on your skin and everything. So you really need to, like, everybody's all like, oh, I want raw this, raw that. So if you're making products for yourself to use, and you're making it in a small batch for you to use, and if you're buying something from somebody that makes things like in raw with no preservatives, no antifungals or antibacterial items in it, then that's something that you really need to use within the next couple of months. You can't just be having that sitting around under the counter or on the shelf or whatever for a year, 2 years. You got to use that stuff. Now, when you turn on, you know, because I started to make natural stuff under the presumption that I was doing something that was healthier, but then I had to realize, okay, that some of the stuff that's in there, I may not be able to pronounce those things. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing. It's just that those things are put in there. That's the you know, like, you know, not, I won't say chemical name, but that is like the, you know, chemistry or universal name for that product. I can't pronounce it, or Latin. A lot of stuff was made, you know, in a Latin name, and it's not familiar to me, but that doesn't mean that because it's not familiar to me that it's bad. All right, so I'm going to really urge you guys to, like, take the time to look and see what's in your products, because you don't want bacteria to be growing in your hair. You don't want to be using anything that's got bacteria in it on your face, or fungus, or whatever the case may be. Like, so don't be so opposed to picking up something. I'm not saying, like, because I don't buy stuff off the shelf. Like, everything that I use, I make soap. It's very rare that I will use something if I'm on the go or I'm at somebody else's house and I don't have what I need. I'll just use it. But be more vigilant about, you know, just going to somebody who makes something just because they make it. Look and see what they have in there. If you don't want bacteria growing, or you don't want fungus growing, then be careful about putting your wet hands, and like when you're in a tub, like scooping up sugar scrubs and stuff like that. So just be careful. So that's the reason why I'm going to start formulating my products. I want to start formulating them to be able to last longer for the customer, reduce the amount of bacteria growth, or prevent bacteria from growing, and keep fungus from growing as well. So that will be, you know, that'll wrap up everything that I planned on talking about in this video. Like I always say at the end, spread peace, be of love and light. Don't go ruining nobody else's day because yours is bad. Be nice to each other and stop hating one another, okay? Until next time, I'll see you sugars later. Have a good, you know, Christmas Eve, because I'm recording this today on Christmas Eve. And have a good Christmas for those who celebrate Christmas. And for everybody else who don't do it, y'all have a wonderful regular day. Okay? Bye.